Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. Let's begin our class with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimira Andhasya Jnananjana Shalakayam Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscham Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacham Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namah Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupasvarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpatim Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priyem Nilachala Nivashaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadravhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So we are discussing the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The 17th chapter deals with again the three modes of material nature and basically the application of three modes of material nature in every aspect of this world. So this starts with the question of Arjuna that if someone is doing unauthorized worship, what about their faith? Throughout Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has explained different kinds of worshippers. Not everyone is a pure devotee of Lord. So there are different kinds of worshippers. Some are worshipping the demigods. Some are worshipping the impersonal form of the Lord. And they are called Gyanis. Some are doing fruitive activities. They are doing work to get some results. So there are different kinds of transcendentalists. And also there are atheists. Different kinds of people are there. Now Arjuna is asking, throughout Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that you should directly worship me. In Srimad Bhagavatam also it is said, Jatha tarur mula nishechanena tripyanti tatskanda bhujopashakha pranopaharat jathindriyanam tathaiva sarva arhanam achyuteja. So if you water the root of a tree, every part of the tree gets nourished properly. We don't need to spray water individually in every leaf. Okay. So throughout Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, Mai Sharvani Karmani Shamnasya Adhatma Chetasha Jat Karoshi Jadasnasi Jat Juhoshi Dadashya Jat Tapasyashi Kwantya Tat Kurushma Madarpanam. Okay, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madjaji Mam Namaskuru Mami Vaishashi Yuktaiva Matmanam Matparayana. Like that. Matparayana, Manmana. So do everything as an offering to me, do everything for me. And if you do it for the demigods, then you are not very intelligent. Krishna also says that. Kamaistasthir hita jnana prapadyante anna devata tam tam niyamamastaya prakritta niyatashvaya. If you are worshipping the impersonal form, then also your path is very difficult. Klesho adhikatarastesham abhyakta ashakta chetasham abhyakta hi gatir dukkham dehavadviravapyate. So throughout Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has spoken the best form of my worship is Bhakti Yoga. Yoginam api sarvesham madgaten antaratmanah shraddhavan bhajate jomam shame yukta tamo mata. Bhakti Yoga is most intimately connected with me. Now Arjuna is asking that if someone is not a pure devotee and not worshipping you through bhakti yoga, then what about their faith? So Krishna says their faith is threefold. Their faith is also as per the modes of nature, three modes of material nature. Sattva people, Rajoguna people, and Tamoguna people. They will worship different objects as per their faith. Okay. So Krishna says that if someone is faith, the Supreme Person of Godhead said, according to the modes of nature, goodness, passion, or ignorance, they will have different kinds of faith. If someone is in the um, mode of goodness, they worship the demigods. Those who are in the mode of passion, they worship the demons. And those who are in the mode of ignorance, worship ghosts and spirits. So with that, further elaboration of these three modes of material nature started. Okay. Now, faith in three modes we have seen, foods in three modes, sacrifices in three modes, three types of austerities of body, minds, and speech, austerities in three modes, charity in three modes, everything in three modes are discussed in this chapter. Okay. So we have already seen the foods in three modes, sacrifices in three modes, and different kinds of austerities. So today we'll cover this section. Austerity in three modes, charity in three modes, and ultimately, if you are doing it for the satisfaction of Vishnu, then it is not coming under the three modes. It is transcendental. Okay. Yeah. So for the food in three modes, there are food also in three modes. Charity, sacrifices, austerity, everything is three modes. Foods dear to those in the mode of goodness increase the duration of life, purify one's existence, give strength, health, happiness. So mode of goodness foods are juicy, fatty, wholesome, and pleasing to heart. Too bitter, too sour, too salty, hot, pungent, dry, burning. These are mode of passion or rajoguni foods, and they cause distress, misery, and disease. And food prepared more than 3 hours before being eaten. Okay, long time back it's prepared, tasteless, decomposed, putrid, and food consisting of remnants, untouchable things are in the mode of darkness. In the sacrifices also, if the sacrifice is performed as per the direction of the scriptures, as a matter of duty, and by desiring no reward, that is in mode of goodness. If sacrifice is performed for material benefit, for the sake of pride, then it is in mode of passion. And sacrifice, if the sacrifice is performed without any scriptural injunctions, without distribution of prasadam, without chanting the Vedic hymns or remuneration to the priests, then it is in mode of ignorance. And then we have discussed austerity or tapasya. We have also discussed about the science of austerity. The science of austerity is taking up voluntary inconveniences for higher purpose. I am ready to suffer. Suppose Ekadasi fasting or some fasting I am doing. Although I am hungry, I am not eating. That is a kind of austerity or tapasya. So when Krishna says that you are doing austerity, you are giving yourself pain, then all the pending bad karmas which were supposed to give you pain, they are deleted. This is the science of austerity. If you take up punishment for yourself, the pending karma or the punishments you were about to receive, they are deleted. Now, if that austerity is done for Krishna, then if you do 1 unit austerity, 1,000 units of sinful reactions are eliminated. So doing austerity is a very bona fide science, and it's a spiritual activity. It's a scientific activity. By doing austerity, we make our lives beautiful. Some atheistic people argue, if your God is so merciful, why he wants to see his children suffering, fasting, why all these things are mentioned in Vedas, fasting and all the different kinds of austerities and penances. So these are mentioned to purify our karma, to make our life beautiful. That's it. So three kinds of austerity: austerity of body, mind, and speech. Austerity of the body consists of worshipping the Supreme Lord and the Brahmanas, spiritual master, superiors like father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celebration, non-violence. Okay. So austerity or tapasya can be done in three different ways: body, mind, and speech. For the body, I'm worshipping the Supreme Lord. So for worshipping, you have to collect all the different ingredients and offer arti and all. So that is worshipping the Supreme Lord. For worshipping the Brahmanas means you have to invite Brahmanas or Vaishnavas in your home. You have to cook prasadam for them and offer them. Worshipping the spiritual master, if the spiritual master comes to your home or you go to pay a visit, then you take up some gifts for the spiritual master and glorify the spiritual master. So you are engaging your body in worshipping the Supreme Lord, worshipping the Brahmanas, worshipping the spiritual master, and bowing down before father and mother, the Supreme Lord, Brahmana, spiritual master. These are engaging physical activities. Although you do not like, you have to do this. That's called austerity. And cleanliness, keeping the body clean, taking bath regularly, leading a simple life, celibacy, controlling the urges of the body, and non-violence, not causing any harm to others. These are the elements of austerity of body. Now, austerity of speech consists of speaking words that are truthful. Sometimes we tend to cover up things by speaking lies. So, to be always truthful, it's a difficult thing. It's austerity to always speak the truth. And not only truth, but we have to only say pleasing words. Sometimes we may be proud that I only speak the truth, but it may happen that you are speaking the truth in a very harsh way, and a Vaishnava is offended by your harsh speech. Although you are speaking truth, but you are doing it in a harsh way. So to make it pleasing, you have to work on your speech. You have to think, if I speak in this tone, then it is becoming too harsh. Let me polish it a little bit. So some austerity is needed. And beneficial. You must say something which is beneficial to the other person. Otherwise, you should stay silent and not agitating others. And also regularly reciting the Vedic literatures, prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam, etc., the Gita verses. These are austerity of speech. By doing this, we purify our speech. Then austerity of mind, satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, purification of one's existence are the austerities of mind. Mana prasada somyatam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhirityeta tapo manasam uchyate. Satisfaction, your mind will ask too many different things, but as a little child may ask for so many things, but parents have to control the child. Similarly, your mind is like a small child. It goes here and there, asks for too many things. There are tons of desires in the mind, but as a parent, you have to control the mind. So that is the difficulty. Whenever there is something difficult means, and you have to do that, that means it is austerity. If it is very easy, there is no austerity. So being satisfied with whatever you have, leading a simple life, maintaining gravity, not engaging in frivolous talks, and having self-control, controlling the senses, following the four regulatory principles, purifying one's existence are the austerities of mind. By Bhakti Yoga, we purify our existence. By Sadhu Sangha, we purify our existence, like that. So we discussed about the austerities of body, mind, and speech. Now, austerity is also in three modes. Okay. So austerity is threefold: body, mind, and speech. That is one category, one kind of categorization of austerity. Regarding the place of austerity, or regarding the instrument of austerity. With your body, you are doing some austerity. With your mind, you are doing some austerity. With your speech, you are doing austerity. Now, there is another kind of classification or categorization of austerity that is based on the three modes. Guna Vittik. So, verse number 17 says, Shraddhaya paraya taptam tapastattrividham nare afalakankshi viryukte satikam parichakshate. This threefold austerity is performed with transcendental faith by men, not expecting material benefits, but engaged only for the sake of supreme, is called austerity in goodness. So all these three kinds of austerities, whether it is austerity of body, mind, or speech, if it is done without any expectation of material benefits, then it is Sattva-guni austerity. Okay, and engaged only for the sake of the Supreme. I am doing this just to please Krishna. I don't want anything else. Then it is Sattva-guni austerity. On the other hand, Satkarmana pujartham tapodamhena chaiva yat kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalamadhruvam. Penance performed out of pride and for the sake of gaining respect, honor, and worship is said to be in the mode of passion. It is neither stable nor permanent. So, if someone is performing some austerity or penances just for pride, like Hiranyakashipu, and for gaining respect, honor, and worship in the society, puja, la, pratishtha, then it is in the mode of passion. Sometimes penance and austerity are executed to attract people and receive honor, respect, and worship from others. Sometimes some people do fasting or anasan just to gain popularity. Then people will glorify, oh, such a great leader doing fasting for so many days. Okay, so there is some personal agenda. Persons in the mode of passion arrange to be worshipped by subordinates and let them wash their feet and offer riches. Such arrangements, artificially made by performance of penances, and are considered to be in the mode of passion. The results are temporary and they can be continued for some time, but they are not permanent. So if I am doing austerity for name, fame, recognition, then it is in mode of passion and the fruits are temporary. मूढग्राहेणात्मनो यत् पीडया क्रियते तप परस्तोषादनर्थं वा तत्तामसमुदाहृतम्. Penances performed out of foolishness with self-torture or to destroy or injure others is said to be in the mode of ignorance. For example, there is Bhasmashur, who is doing austerity to please Lord Shiva, and he is cutting his own flesh and giving oblation into fire. So too much self-torture is there, foolishness. And Bhasmashur was a fool. What happened to Bhasmashur? Bhasmashur was trying to please Lord Shiva like that. And then when Lord Shiva appeared, he asked for this benediction that I want this benediction that I will be so powerful that if I place my hand on top of someone's head, immediately that person will be burned to ashes. Lord Shiva gave that benediction, and immediately Bhasmasur wanted to try this benediction on Lord Shiva. That okay, let me try on you. And then when Lord Shiva is destroyed, I can enjoy with Parvati, Lord Shiva's wife. That was the motive. So these are foolish people. Then Lord Vishnu came. Lord Shiva is basically running away from Bhasmasur in that past time. Lord Vishnu came as a small Brahmana. And then Lord Vishnu, with word jugglery, convinced Bhasmasur that, oh, Bhasmasur, you are too foolish. You want to test this boon? You can test on yourself. And I am sure Lord Shiva is stays in that crematorium, and Lord Shiva speaks whatever comes to mind. You don't take it seriously. Okay? Lord Shiva's benediction will not work. He has given you false benediction. You want proof? Just place your hand on top of your head and see, nothing will happen. Just try it out. So by word jugglery, Lord Vishnu convinced Bhasmasur to try that boon on himself. And when Bhasmasur placed his hand on his head, immediately he was destroyed. So these people are foolish and they do austerity which involves self-torture or to destroy others. I am trying to gain some power by austerity by which I will destroy others or injure others. Then that kind of austerity is known in the mode of ignorance. There are instances of foolish penances undertaken by Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyakashipu's austerity comes under mode of ignorance also and mode of passion also, because he wants recognition. He wants to be the master of the whole universe. And at the same time, he wants to destroy Vishnu. That's why he is doing that austerity. Who performed austere penances to become immortal to kill the demigods. He prayed to Brahma for such things, but ultimately he was killed by Supreme Personality of Godhead. To undergo penances for something which is impossible is certainly in the mode of ignorance. So, Now we understood austerity in three modes from 17 to 19. Okay, so mode of goodness austerity means what? I'm doing austerity just to please the Supreme Lord. I don't want anything in return. Mode of passion austerity means I am doing it for name, fame, recognition. And mode of ignorance means out of foolishness, out of self torture, and with a motive to injure others or harm others. Okay. So austerity in three modes we have completed. Now charity in three modes. Charity means giving away something to others. Dan. दातव्यमिति यद्दानं दीयते नोपकारिणे देशे काले च पत्रे च तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्. Charity given out of duty. It's my duty to give sacrifice without expectation of return. Just see the common pattern. Whenever there is mode of goodness, I'm doing it for duty or for the Lord. If it is done for the Lord, then it is pure goodness. But if it is done out of duty without expecting any return at the proper time and place as per scriptures and to a worthy person is considered to be in mode of goodness. So just watch the traits following scriptural regulations without any expectation as a matter of duty. All these are characteristics of mode of goodness. Okay. In the Vedic literature, charity is given to a person engaged in spiritual activities recommended, such as a Brahmana or Vaishnava. We should not give charity to someone who is engaged in a bad work. For example, someone is doing intoxication. We should not give charity. With my money, that person will do intoxication, and some percentage of the sinful reactions I'll have to carry. There is no recommendation for giving charity indiscriminately. No, spiritual perfection is always consideration. Therefore, charity is recommended to be given at a place of pilgrimage, at a lunar or solar eclipse, or at the end of the month, or to a qualified Brahmana or Vaishnava, or in temples. Such charities should be given without any consideration of return. Charity to the poor is sometimes given out of compassion, but if a poor man is not worth giving charity to, then there is no spiritual advancement. Simply giving charity to a poor without any, if the poor person is not engaged in spiritual activities, not a Brahmana or Vaishnava, then the giver of the charity does not gain any spiritual advancement. Some punya, material, pious activity might be there to give charity to a poor person. If you give charity to a drunkard, then you are committing sinful reactions. But if you give charity to a Brahmana or Vaishnava, you are making spiritual advancements. In other words, indiscriminate charity is not recommended in the Vedic literature. So, Sattva-guna charity means what? Without expectation, as a matter of duty, as per scriptural regulations of time and place, circumstances, sthana, kala, patra. These three things are important. Sthana means the place, kala means the time, and patra means whom you are giving. These three things has to be aligned with scriptures. Then only it is charity in mode of goodness. यत्तु प्रत्युपकारार्थं फलमुद्दिश्वम् उद्दिश्य वा पुनः दीयते च परिकृष्टं तद्दानं राजसं स्मृतम्. But charity performed with the expectation of some return or with a desire for fruitive results or in a grudging mood is said to be in the charity in mode of passion. Charity is sometimes performed for the elevation to the heavenly kingdom and sometimes with great trouble and with repentance afterwards. Why have I spent so much in this way? Charity. So this is out of grudge. And you are repenting after giving charity. Why did I give this charity to this person? If you are repenting, then it is not sattvic dhan. Repentance means you had some ulterior motive. You had some expectation. That's why you are repenting. Because the expectation is not met. In a sattvic dhan or sattvic charity, there is no expectations. Charity is sometimes given under some obligations at the request of a superior, because my superior is telling me, suppose you are donating something for TOVP in Mayapur or some spiritual projects, and that is because everyone is donating. You are in a WhatsApp group and you are able to see everyone is donating. Now it will look odd if you do not donate. With some peer pressure or by the instruction of some superior, although you don't want, because my superior instructed, I have to give something. So if you are donating in this way, then that will be categorized into Rajasic Dan. These kinds of charity are said to be given in the mode of passion. There are many charitable foundations which offer their gifts to institutions where sense gratification go on. Such charities are not recommended in the Vedic scripture. Only charity in the mode of goodness is recommended. Okay. So giving charity to someone where the money will be used in sense gratification. Suppose you are giving charity to some liquor shop or some brothel, then it is not good charity. Okay, where sense gratification is going on. Adeshakale yaddanam apatremyascha diyate asat avagyatam tattamasam samudahitam. And charity performed at an impure place. The place is impure at improper time. Sthan is impure, kal is impure, and to unworthy persons. Patra is also not proper. Without proper attention and respect is said to be in the mode of ignorance. So the main theme about the three modes of material nature, all these examples, you can find the common trait. Mode of goodness means as a matter of duty, without any expectation, I'm doing something. Mode of passion means I'm doing something for fruitive activity, for gaining name, fame, recognition, sense gratification. All these are the traits of mode of passion. And mode of ignorance means like I'm not concerned about, somehow I have given it. I have to give charity, so I have given. I did not consider the time, place, circumstances, and the patra. I just gave out of ignorance. Okay, so that is the mode of ignorance. As if someone is intoxicated, and in that intoxicated state, he gave donation to someone, some amount of money in some time. So I'm not aware of sthan kala patra. I'm ignorant about them. Therefore, it is in mode of ignorance. So this is how we have to understand the proper terms. These three modes of material nature is a very important concept. Contribution for indulgence in intoxication and gambling are not encouraged here. That sort of contribution is in the mode of ignorance. If you are donating in for some intoxication or gambling is going on in some place, then your donation will be in mode of ignorance. Such charity is not beneficial. Rather, sinful persons are encouraged. Similarly, if a person gives charity to a suitable person, but without respect and without attention, that sort of charity is also said to be in the mode of darkness. Okay, so charity in three modes we have covered. Charity in three modes. So mode of goodness means I am giving charity without expectation as a matter of duty, considering proper sthan kala patra. In mode of passion means I am doing it for sense gratification and name, fame, recognition. And mode of ignorance means sthan kala patra, nothing is correct, and I am just giving charity without any attention or respect. Then it is charity in mode of ignorance. Now, anything done for Vishnu is eternal. Verse number 20 to 23 to 28, the last section. Om Tatsad iti nirdesho brahmanastrividha smrita brahmanastena vedascha yagyascha vihita pura. From the beginning of creation, the three words Om Tat Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. These three symbolic representations were used by Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of Vedas and during sacrifices for the satisfaction of the Supreme. So now any activity is done for the satisfaction of Vishnu is transcendental. Now we are from the three modes, we are transitioning to the transcendental level. So whenever there is austerity, sacrifices, charity done for Vishnu, suppose you are doing some fire sacrifice for Vishnu, in the mantras, it will come Om Tat Sat. This term will come. That means what? I am doing this sacrifice for the satisfaction of Vishnu. Om Tat Sat. So what is the meaning? Om means invoking the Supreme Lord. Om is the sound incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Om is basically Vishnu, invoking the presence of the Supreme Lord. Om, that Vishnu, Tat, Tat means that Vishnu, that. Sat, Sat means eternal. Okay. So Om Vishnu, that, Tat means that, and Sat means eternal. So you can see here, Om means the indication of the Supreme, Tat means that, and Sat means eternal. It has been explained that penance, sacrifice, charity, foods are divided into three categories, the three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, ignorance. But whether first class, second class, or third class, they are all conditions and contaminated by the material modes of nature. Someone might think, oh, mode of goodness things are very nice as a matter of duty without any expectation. So I can be in mode of goodness, right? No. Even in mode of goodness, it is better than the other two modes, but it is not. It is also one kind of conditioning. We have to cross the mode of goodness also and be situated in pure goodness. When they are aimed at supreme, so doing without expectation as a matter of duty is goodness. But when you do it for the Supreme Lord, then it is transcendental. The Supreme Person of Godhead, the eternal, they become means for spiritual elevation. In the scriptural injunctions, such an objective is indicated. These words, Om Tat Sat, particularly indicate the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Vedic hymns, the word Om is always found. One who acts without following the regulations of the scriptures will not attain absolute truth. He will get some temporary result, but not the ultimate end of life. The conclusion is that performance of charity, sacrifice, penance must be done in mode of goodness, minimum. If you can do it for the Supreme Lord, then it is perfect. Performed in the mode of passion or ignorance, they are certainly inferior in quality. The three words Om Tat Sat uttered in the conjunction with the holy name of the Supreme Lord, Om Tad Vishnu, like that. Okay, so Om Tat Sat, these words are attached to names of Vishnu, like Om plus Tat plus names of Vishnu, Om Tad Vishnu, Paramam Padam, Sadapashyanti Surya, like that. Whenever a Vedic hymn or the holy name of the Supreme Lord is uttered, Om is added. This is the indication of Vedic literature. These three words are taken from Vedic hymns. Om iti etad brahmano nedishtam nama indicates the first goal. Then Tattvamasi indicates the second goal. And Sad eva Saumya indicates the third goal. So Om, Tat, and Sat, the use of these three things we can see. Combined, they become Om Tat Sat. Formerly, when Brahma, the first created living entity, performed sacrifices, he indicated by these three words the Supreme Person of Godhead. And because Brahma is an Acharya, we are also following Brahma. Therefore, the same principle has always been followed by the disciplic succession. So this hymn has a great significance. Bhagavad Gita recommends, therefore, that any work done should be done for Om Tat Sat, for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when one performs penances, charity, and sacrifice with these three words, he is acting in Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is a scientific execution of transcendental activities which enables one to return home back to Godhead. There is no loss of energy in acting in such transcendental way. So I think in the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, in many places, Srila Prabhupada has started with this Om Tat Sat. Let's search. Go to the library. Okay, this is the preface, then introduction. Okay, sometimes I have seen that in the preface, Srila Prabhupada sometimes writes, maybe in the online version it's not there, but Srila Prabhupada ends with Om Tat Sat. That means I am doing this work for the Supreme Lord. Tasmadomitya uddhritya yagyadana tapakriya pravartante vidhanokta satatam brahmavadinam. Therefore, transcendentalists undertaking performance of sacrifice, charity, penance in accordance with spiritual regulations begin always with Om to attain the Supreme. So whenever we add Om to something, then it becomes spiritual. Okay. So not only adding Om is sufficient, but your consciousness also has to be spiritual. Not that I am doing a Rajasic Dan for name, fame, recognition, and just I chanted Om, then it becomes transcendental. Not like that. your consciousness is very important, but at least you get some benefit by adding these words Om Tat Sat before doing any activity. Some percentage of the transcendentality it gains. Okay, so it becomes some amount of transcendental. But if your consciousness is purely transcendental, then only you will get 100% benefit. For example, there is a verse from Rig Veda, Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam. The lotus feet of Vishnu are the supreme devotional platform. The performance of everything on behalf of Supreme Person of Godhead assures perfection of all activity. Taditi anavisandayam phalam yajya tapakriya danakriyascha vividha kriyante mokshakangshivi. Without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, charity. With the word tat, the purpose of such transcendental activities is to get free from material entanglement. So tat means I am doing it for you. Tat, that Vishnu. I am doing it for that Vishnu. To be elevated in spiritual position, one should not act for any material gain. Acts should be performed for the ultimate gain of being transferred to the spiritual kingdom, back home, back to Godhead. Sadbhave sadhu bhave cha shaditi etat prayujyate prashaste karmani tatha satchabda parthayujyate yajye tapasi dane cha sthiti sad iti chochyate karma chaiva tadarthiyam saditi eva vidiyate. The absolute truth is the object of devotional sacrifice, and it is indicated by the word Sat. So Om Tat Sat, all three are being explained here. The performer of such sacrifice is also called Sat. So what is the meaning of Sat? Sat means eternal. Who is eternal? The absolute truth is the objective of devotional service. Whatever devotional service I am doing, charity, austerity, jagya, I am doing it for the absolute truth. Who is the absolute truth? Krishna. And Krishna is eternal. That's the meaning. And who is doing this sacrifice? Jiva. Jiva is also eternal. Eternal fragmental part of the Supreme Lord. As are all works of sacrifice, penance, charity, which, true to the absolute nature, are performed to please the Supreme Person, O son of Pritha. The word Prashaste Karmani, or the prescribed duties, indicate that there are many activities prescribed in the Vedic literature which are purificatory processes. Beginning from the time of conception up to the end of one's life, such purificatory processes, they are called samskaras. Like before beginning of life only, samskaras are starting. Even before our birth, Garvadan samskar happens when the parents take blessings from the Vaishnavas, Brahmanas, do yogya sacrifices. So even before my birth, my samskar is started, Garvadan samskar. And then we have Jata Karma samskar, Namakaran samskar, like that, Simantanyan samskar, Vivaha samskar. And even after death, there is a samskar, Antim samskar. So before birth, samskar start. Even after death, there is a samskar. They are adopted in the ultimate liberation of the living entity. In all such activities, it is recommended that one vibrate Om Tat Sat to add the spiritual flavor and to announce that I am doing it for Vishnu. The word Sadbhave, Sadhubhave indicates the transcendental situation. Acting in Krishna consciousness is called Sattva. And one who is fully conscious of the activities of Krishna consciousness is called a Sadhu. In Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that the transcendental subject matter becomes clear in the association of devotees. Satam prasangan mama virija samvido bhavantirit karna prasayana katha. The words used as Satam prasangan mama virija samvido. Without good association, one cannot achieve transcendental knowledge. One proof you can get, just read the Bhagavad Gita in home and read the Bhagavad Gita in the assembly of devotees. Hear from some devotees in temple or in some online classes. You will get much clarity. Krishna reveals in the association of devotees. When initiating a person or offering the sacred thread, one vibrates the word Om Tat Sat. Similarly, in all kinds of performance of yajna, the object is Supreme Om Tat Sat. The word Tadartham further means offering service to anything which represents the Supreme, including such service as cooking and helping the Lord's temple or any other kind of work for broadcasting the glories of the Lord. These supreme words, Om Tat Sat, are thus used in many ways to perfect all activities and make everything complete. So this is a traditional way of offering some work to the Supreme Lord. The Gaudiya way of doing it, we just simply chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra whenever we are doing something for the Supreme Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra and Om Tat Sat or Om is same thing. In explanation, Srila Prabhupada says, Om means we can say OM or we can say AUM. That is also called Om. Aum. So when we chant this Om, Om. So it almost comes like AUM. Om. Right? So Akar, A means Krishna. And Ukar means the energy of the Lord, Radharani. And Makar means the Jivas. So Om basically refers to Krishna, Radharani, and Jiva who is praying to Radha Krishna. And that is nothing but Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So simply whenever we are doing something, we have to do something like this, either Om Tat Sat or Hare Krishna Mahamantra. But we know Kali Kale, Nam Rupe Krishna Avatar. So in every opportunity, you should only chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So therefore, you will see devotees are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra more frequently than Om Tat Sat because they don't want to miss any opportunity of chanting the holy names. Ashraddhaya itam dattam tapastapta kritam chayat asadityuchyate partha na cha tat pretya na item na iha. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, or penance without faith in the Supreme Ocean of Pritha is impermanent. It is called asat and is useless both in this life and the next. If something is not done for Krishna, if something is done for Krishna, then it is sat, eternal. If it is not done for Krishna, it is not eternal or asat. Then that is useless and temporal. Anything done without transcendental objective, whether it is sacrifice, charity, penance, is useless. Therefore, in this verse, it is declared that such activities are abominable. Everything should be done for the Supreme in Krishna consciousness. Without such faith and without proper guidance, there can never be any fruit. In all Vedic scriptures, faith in the Supreme Lord is advised. In the pursuit of all Vedic instructions, the ultimate goal is understanding Krishna. No one can obtain success without following this principle. That means everything has to be done for Krishna. Therefore, the best course is to work from the very beginning in Krishna consciousness. Being Krishna conscious, you do something. Under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master, that is the way to make everything successful. In the conditioned state, people are attracted to worshipping demigods, ghosts, yaksas like Kubera in the mode of goodness is better than mode of passion and ignorance. But one who takes directly to Krishna consciousness is transcendental to all these three modes. Goodness is better than passion, ignorance. But if you can be in Krishna consciousness, that is transcendental, beyond the three modes. Although there is a process of gradual elevation, if one by the association of pure devotees takes directly into Krishna consciousness, that is the best way. What is gradual elevation? Suppose you are in the mode of ignorance. Then it is advised that you come to a mode of passion first. Then from mode of passion, you come to mode of goodness. And then you try for Krishna consciousness. But if by fortune, you get the association of a pure devotee, then directly from mode of ignorance, you can jump to mode of pure goodness or transcendental platform or Vasudeva platform or Brahmabhuta platform. That is the platform of Krishna consciousness. And that is recommended in this chapter. To achieve success in this way, one must first find a proper spiritual master who is a pure devotee and receive training under his direction. So one must find a bona fide guru, Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, Pratma Pradashak Guru. You have to find a guru from whom you are learning the truth about spiritual subject matter. That is very important. Then one can achieve faith in the Supreme. When that faith matures in course of time, it is called a love of God. This love is ultimate goal of living entities. One should therefore take to Krishna consciousness directly. That is the message of the 17th chapter. You don't need to go through the gradual process that from ignorance, let me come to passion, then goodness, then I will go. No. Directly you can come to Krishna consciousness and everything will be taken care. So The last section is very important. Let's go through the translations once more. 23 to 28, anything done for Vishnu is eternal. So 23 says, from the beginning of creation, these three words, Om Tat Sat, they are being used to invoke the presence of the Supreme Lord and to declare that I am doing this activity for the Supreme Lord Vishnu. What is the meaning of Om? Om means invoking the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Tat means that Vishnu, and Sat means he is eternal. Okay. Therefore, transcendentalists undertaking performance of sacrifice, charity, penance, whatever they do, they chant this first. They start with Om. And we also discussed Om is same as Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Prabhupada writes in some purport to Srimad Bhagavatam about this. Without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, charity with the word Tat. Okay. So Om, before doing anything, we should chant Om. And what is the importance of the word Tat? Without desiring fruitive results, that I am not doing it for my own agenda. I have no fruitive results in my mind. I am doing it for that Vishnu, Tat. That is the meaning of Tat. So whenever you chant Om, that means you declare that Vishnu is my object. And when you are chanting Tat, that means I am not doing it for me, but that Vishnu. And then the absolute truth is the object of devotional service. It is indicated by the word Sat. The Supreme Lord is eternal. So whatever I do for Vishnu will be eternal. The performer, or I am doing it for the eternal Vishnu. The performer of such sacrifice is called Sat. And as are all works of sacrifice, penance, charity, which true to the absolute nature are performed to please the Supreme Lord, Krishna or Vishnu. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, penance, without faith in the Supreme Lord, without the consciousness of Om Tat Sat, it is useless. It is asat, temporary, and it is useless, impermanent. And useless in both in this life and in the next. So in this life also you will not get any benefit. So all these are very interesting things: austerity, penances, sacrifices, charity, and we are supposed to get some benefit from these activities. But if that is not done for Vishnu, we do not get any benefit. And even if we get some benefit, that is very temporary. But if it is done for Vishnu, we get permanent benefit. Okay. So that is the message of this chapter, 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We have completed that. And now only one chapter remaining, chapter 18. We are very close to the completion. So we'll start that from the next class. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. If you have any questions, you can ask me in WhatsApp. I will get back to you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.